So 12 July is the date I signed up with you, and exactly dot on the second month. At the end of the second month, I had the job offer with you from a company with you. So the decision to join you was superb. Like I really, looking backwards, I really am thankful that I did this.
Welcome back, everybody, to our YouTube channel. My name is Tammo from Find a Job in Germany, and today with me is my former coachee, Om. Hey, Om, how are you?
Yeah. Hi, Temo. How are you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm also very good. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking. Om, it is a pleasure that you found the time today, and we want to talk today about your journey to Germany because now you are sitting in an office in Frankfurt at the moment as we speak.
Yeah.
And I would be curious to learn more how that happened and why you are here now. But first of all, maybe you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Om. I'm a Java developer, basically a backend Java developer, but who has mostly worked as a software consultant uh, with 5.5 or 6 years of experience. I've mostly worked in Pakistan. I come from Karachi, Pakistan. Then I moved for a project to Dubai, and from Dubai I have relocated to Germany for a big multinational company here. Um, yeah, that's it so far. So this is my basic introduction, and you will get to know me more in this conversations. Yeah.
Exactly. We met in July last year.
Yeah.
2 months, mid of July, 2 months after that, you got an offer from a company in Germany. Tell me, first of all, why did you want to come to Germany? What was your motivation?
The motivation for Germany, I had like a multifold motivation. Like one of the reasons for coming to Germany is it was something which I always wanted to. I've been a fan of a German football team. I have been a fan of a lot of German things. So there was an attraction of the soft power from Germany that always attracted me. So Europe, I wanted to come in Europe, but specifically in Germany, not in France, not in Switzerland, just Germany. So this is something which I have inside me for years. Then I had an opportunity to explore a master's degree here in social sciences previously. So I already lived here in Germany for 2.5 years. That experience is some of it was not so good, but most of it was very good. And this is something when I completed the masters, I went back to Pakistan. Then I decided if I want to move to any country, it would be Germany. So
Okay.
when it comes to Germany as a whole, there were a lot of deeper reasons for me to choose Germany and come here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to recollect, like you started your tech career in Pakistan, worked there for a few years, make a
Yeah.
break, came to Germany to study social science. We should talk
Yeah.
about that more later, and then you came back to Pakistan and you continued working there as a Java developer for one
As
of
a,
the major companies in Pakistan, I guess,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then when you made the decision, okay, now I want to move here for good, I want to like work here, work on my career here in Germany. Why did you get in touch with us, first of all?
Yeah, this is really important because I have been here. I was here in Germany before, so it was not new to me. But the degree I had in Germany was not tech related. It was social science related. So I was not very aware of the tech market in Germany, how things move on in tech market. I really thought that I knew, but I actually didn't. So based on my previous knowledge, based on my previous experiences, I kept applying for different jobs for like 6 or 8 months, or probably maybe 10 months before coming to you. Before joining you, I kept applying for jobs, but I didn't get the job. I keep getting responses. Some of them were positive, but not so as much positive as I wanted them to be. So this is one of the reasons. Then I found you. I already knew you from LinkedIn, but then I decided to go with you. Then we came in contact, did the first call, and then you said, "Let's do this." So I remember the dates also. So 12 July is the date I signed up with you, and exactly dot on the second month. At the end of the second month, I had the job offer with you from a company with you. So The decision to join you was superb. Like I really, looking backwards, I really am thankful that I did this thing
Cool.
with you. Yeah,
That's great to hear.
yeah.
Thank you. And tell me as well, how was the process? Like you signed up with us, what were the first steps we did together?
So when I signed up with you, I think so we did a first call, get to know call, and then we um, uh, it was a very basic call, and then we made a strategic call. On once we decided we are going to proceed, then we made a strategic call, a long like 45 minutes or 1 hour call.
Hmm.
In that call, I think so we did. What I recall right now is that we made a very overall strategic plan. Then how
Hmm.
we are going to proceed, what I have already in my CV, and how can we improve it?
Hmm.
What are the areas that are that are most important and I need to work on them?
Hmm.
I had a little experience in cloud side, so this I think so. We sat together and you suggested me that this is something very important in German market, and I should have some certification or something, some real hands-on experience or a project experience. So I remember that, and I worked on my cloud experience strategically. We made a strategy, and basically we followed it, and that's why I'm here.
Cool, perfect. And yeah, the first thing we did, we worked on your CV. We helped you to apply. We showed you how to apply to jobs. You got calls then. Do you remember how were the interviews then? First of all, how many interviews did you get, more or less, and how were those interview processes like?
I'm really, first of all, the we did interviews together, and sorry, we did apply together. This was not only from your side, but I also applied from my side.
Yeah.
So the first round we did, I think so we did an application round of 3 to 400 applications.
Mm,
And in that round, I got around 6 interview calls.
mm,
Overall, 6 interview calls out of those 300 applications. And the 6 applications, I proceeded with 4 of them.
mm,
My first ever interview call was with a company called, sorry, I forgot the name, but it's not important anymore. So a company from Munich.
mm,
I got a call from them, and I did a technical round with them. First of all, I did the get to know HR, the HR call, get to know call, and then I did the technical round. The first get to know call was okay.
mm,
I was able to convince them that I'm the right fit for the company. But then when I came to the second round, which was the technical round, I was given a technical challenge, which I had to do. I have to submit to them uh,
mm,
in 3 hours. It was a 3 hours online technical coding challenge.
mm,
So I failed this basically. This was my first experience of how like a failure experience. And obviously you guys were there. I contacted you that this has happened, and I think so. You and your both helped me. We did some mock calls, and then I was also assigned a buddy, technical buddy, who helped me,
mm,
like who gave me an idea of how should I approach the task. Basically,
mm.
I was approaching the task in a wrong way.
Yeah.
So I got help from you. I got help from a lot of online resources.
Mm,
So out of 6 interviews, I proceeded with 4, and this was the only time I think so I failed. The other 3 went on smoothly. I cleared the HR round, I cleared the technical rounds, I cleared the CTO rounds, and then with two of the companies out of 4, I had offers.
mm.
So this is the whole journey has been with the interviews.
You had a good conversion rate,
Yeah.
like from interview calls to offers. Usually, our clients need a few more interviews to get an offer. So you even got more offers than one. That's really, really good. Tell me as well, how would you say, I mean, the technical, let's speak first about the technical part. What did you find important in the technical rounds?
So one of the things which I really liked and really found important here, with German companies look for, is that not you don't know how to solve the problem, but you know the solution actually.
Mm,
When you are given a when you're given a task, the task is not to merely just write the code, but the task is to understand what problem we're solving as a overall, and then the coding is merely just a mean to solve the problem. The problem actually is something bigger.
Yeah.
So we need to keep the problem in mind, and we need to keep the solution in mind, and we need to craft a solution which can be like long lasting, which is there is no such thing as error free or bug free feature in the in software engineering world. But the German idea is to create a bug free product. They focus more on quality. They focus more on thinking, on doing brainstorming. So in the interviews, I was asked a lot about how much I am clear about the idea. I was asked about the clarity of the idea. I'm doing this. This solves the problem, but does this guy know if what he is doing? If a similar problem comes tomorrow, will he be able to replicate, or will he be able to improve on his solution?
Yeah.
So this is something very, very important, and this is something I really liked. I caught the idea of this in the first interview I failed, and then the advice I got from you and from the other people. So this is something I focused on in my next interviews. When I approached a solution or a answer on the technical side, I approached in a way that this is something which is a solution, and which should be quality wise very good, long lasting, effective, and gives the best results. The German idea is to get the best results. So this is very important from technical side as well. You just don't need to know the code. You need to why we are coding this, why not the other options. And a lot of quality wise, it should be. We call it in software engineering. We call it non-functional requirements. You should be very aware of those non-functional things which your code brings on the table.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. That's very good insights. And
Yeah,
of course, when it comes to coding, also that quality needs to be reflected there. So a good testing, good test coverage, writing clean code,
yeah,
and all this needs to be basic, right?
yeah, true.
Perfect. And I mean, technical part is one thing of the interview process. What would you say is the other part, which is extremely important to get an offer here?
The technical part, as you said, is just one part. There are two other parts, I think so. Two or three other parts of the interview rounds or interview process, which are really important. And there is one round or one round which comes even before the technical round. You get to the technical round after this, and this part is called convincing the HR or convincing the person who is recruiting in the initial phases that you are the right fit for the company. So this is a part where you explain to them that why are you applying for this position, what is your motivation for this position, and why they have tons of CV, right? Why they should proceed with you. What is your motivation for the position? So this is a really important part, and this is usually done in the very, very first call, which is called to get to know call. For this, I think so the best strategy is which I learned from you is to make sure that you research the company, to you go on your website, to you do the product research or the project research, whatever the company is based on, whatever the services they are providing, and then see how do you fit there, and see what is something which you really like about them, and then tell more, explain more on it to the person who is going to take your get to know call, that this is what your company does, this is something which I really like, and I would like to be part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is first round, then comes the technical round. Once you clear the technical round, this is not it. So I have experiences where I have had team calls. It's also important that the people who you are going to work with, they also should like you, or at least they are compatible in the thinking with you. It's not like that you make a conversation with and you are the team red and they are the team blue, and you don't like each other, you don't like working with each other. It shouldn't be like that. So you should make a compatible group, a team which works together. So in I remember in Pakistan or in our part of the world, we just write this word in that CV. We are a team player, and that's it. But here in the interview processes, this is one of the exercise we go through. We sit with the team. I had a team interview with four or five people from a company from Munich, and yeah, we had a great time. They were really great guys. Unfortunately, I didn't join the company, but the interview experience was great. I
Mm,
got one of them was when an ex-developer or ex-software engineer from Google,
mm,
a very senior developer with 15, 18 years of experience. So not only I got to do the interview with them, but I also got to learn from them in the
mm,
interview. So this was really, really important thing, and this is what companies do here. Then there is an also round, a final kind of round where before your selection is the round with CTOs or the management from the company. Not only the HR should like you, not only the technical team should like you, but the management should be. You should also need to convince the management that you are the right fit for the company. And when approaching the management interviews, you should approach from the manager's perspective. Management isn't doesn't care about how you code. They don't care about you code in Java or C or C sharp. Or they need a person who delivers on time, who keeps on his promises, and who is worth the money.
mm,
The money they're paying, it's worth it. If they assign you to a customer, you make sure that the customer is happy and the management gets the renewal of the projects and keeps on the contract going. The money, the cash flows comes to the company. So in that perspective, you need to make sure that you are the right guy with the right communication skills, with the right approach to the problem solving. You have the problem solving skills and all those things. So to conclude a long answer, you need to start with a right approach to the get to know or HR call, then a technical round, then a CTO, then a team interview. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But if it happens in your interview process, then you need to make sure to convince the team, and then the management. Once you convince the management, then probably the next call or the next call is going to be an offer call with you.
mm. Man, we should hire you as a career coach in our company, but you're too expensive for us, I guess.
No. So this is
Well,
something I have learned through applying on through failures. I think one learns more from failure than one success. So this is
exactly.
yeah,
And then I'm also impressed how you remember all the different units from the course and the
yeah,
learning materials. That's really nice. Cool. Um, Let us speak about one thing as well, the visa process. So,
yeah,
after you got your offer, how was that going? How did you process the visa for you and your wife?
yeah. So I came here with my wife. There are some things which I already knew from my previous experiences, but there were because I was not here previously on a blue card visa, so the blue card experience was very new to me.
Mm,
I got some information from you, and obviously the course you have has information on how to process or proceed with the visa processing, and it was smooth overall. A lot of people say that German visa interview process or visa process is really complicated, but for me it was really smooth. All you have to do is to go to their website, download the application form. It's usually an online filled application form which you have to fill online and then download it. It has a list of documents which need to attach. A lot of people, because the list consists of 16 or 18 or 20 documents.
yeah,
So for a lot of people, this is a lot of complications. But this is very simple. The German way is very simple. It is tedious, it is long, it takes time. But if you follow the procedure, then the chances of getting visa like is 95, 90%.
yeah.
I already knew the German way, so I knew that the list is long. I took my time. I resigned from my previous job and gave myself an extra month to prepare for the visa process. Um, so I prepared all the documents, went to the right departments in Pakistan, got it stamped, gotten verified from the HEC, which is the Higher Education Commission, which attests you or verifies your degree. So I did all the right things, attached all the documents, went on the appointment date. Getting the appointment was one of the tough things. in
Mm.
Pakistan because there were no dates.
Yeah.
So I had to wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning
Yeah, in
for
Karachi.
in Karachi for 1 or 2 nights,
Yeah.
and then fortunately on one of the nights I got the appointment, and I I booked my appointment for 3 weeks later so that I gave enough time to prepare all the documents.
Mm.
I prepared all the documents for me and for my wife. My wife had the family reunion or the dependent visa.
Mm.
We prepared all the documents, and one of the easy things was if you are going on a blue card, you don't need to book two separate appointments for you and your wife. You can go on a simple appointment,
Yeah.
single appointment. So I went on a single appointment. We just gave the documents to the visa processing officer.
Mm.
She asked some very few basic questions like, how long have you been applying for this job? I said 2 months with the consultancy, and then maybe 10 months more, so maybe a year. And she was shocked to know that you have been applying for a job for 2 years, for an entire year. I said, yeah, I've been applying for an entire year. She asked some basic questions from my wife too, that which are the part of the visa processing. We
Mm.
submitted the documents. Um, Usually it takes 4 weeks, but in my
Mm.
case it was 6 weeks.
Mm.
I got a response in 6 weeks, that you come and pick your documents or the passports, and I went there and the visa was stamped on it. It was really that
Perfect.
simple. You just prepare the documents, you just go there on the appointment and you give it to them. The 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 really difficult or complex part from people from our part is preparing the list of documents because it's
Yeah.
20 documents.
Yeah. So you need to follow that checklist closely and
Yeah, very closely. Yeah.
that you have everything in place. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
clever. Awesome, cool. Well, I have nothing more to add. I mean, you explained it in great detail. Is there anything else specifically about the recruiting process, about anything you wanted to share, what we missed out from your perspective?
Um, to the people who will listen to this, that you should be optimistic. You should come with a positive, I think so, mindset and a positive framework.
Mm.
Don't take it as a challenge. Always take it as a learning opportunity. Even if you fail, you can see that I am telling you a lot of things. All of this comes from my failure experiences. So
Mm.
even if you fail, it's okay. Failing is part of life.
Mm.
You learn from it and you proceed to the next opportunity you get. Come with this mindset, and I think so you will be, even if not in 2 months,
Yeah,
for people who are getting in opportunities in 2 months, if not in 2 months, in 3, 4, or 5 months. If your goal is to be in Germany, you will be here.
yeah, exactly. If you're a software developer, you have the necessary years of experience
Yeah,
and you have
true.
good communication skills. It's a matter of time if you do it right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So in
true.
your case, it took 2 months, but I also had cases, I'm being honest, where it took 10 months also in our program. Yeah. So on average, it's around 3 months in our program, which is the time it takes to get an offer. But again, even if it takes longer, that's not a problem. As long as you
Yeah,
stick to it, you're being persistent, you learn, you improve, you will be here. Yeah. Because the number of open positions here is big enough and will
yeah,
always be big enough. Also in the future years, this will just increase. Yeah.
true.
All right. Thanks for that, also for that motivational statement at the end. I hope you're doing fine, and I wish you all the best. Yeah, for your start here in Germany.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for helping me, and thank you for everything again. Yeah, I cannot include each thing specifically, so I just concluded with thank you for everything.
Cool, perfect. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Ciao.
auf Wiedersehen.